Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me. Welcome back to Heaven Will Be Mine. This is part 13 in the series. I am happy to see you. I have missed you. You don't even know. You might have been on another video and it's okay. I understand you're on the other videos. But welcome. Welcome back to this one. I am in a weird mood and so let's play a weird game. Last we left off. Boop, 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 boop. Come on. There we go. We're playing through with Pluto. And we had just had this, very intense struggle with Lunaterra. And Lunaterra almost destroyed our tidal reactor. One of our two. That allows us to manipulate gravity and, condense things. Woohoo! So, I didn't get anybody asking for either one of these, but I wanted to just go for it. So, becoming stars. Kratos' Graces still clings to it, quite literally. Pluto's dream might collapse under its own weight, or crush Saturn under it. Let's go for it. No, I'm not gonna. Pluto, come on, listen. Don't think I don't see you trying to protect me. It's for your own good. I utterly refuse. Dr. Nix is worried, and for good reason. Only I have a strong enough gravity to pull the colony ruins out of the Lagrange point and pull it along with us to the moon. So I don't even know why we're having this conversation. That's a good point. A Lagrange point, if you haven't heard about this, is a really cool aspect. In gravity and gravitational pull between celestial bodies. There's these things called Lagrange points, named after someone. Doesn't matter, it's a white guy. And so Lagrange points are these points in space in which you perpetually stay in that section of space. So the new Webb telescope that just was launched into space, this unfolding and getting into space, is going to a Lagrange point, so that way you can stay in that one section of space instead of following around in the orbit of Earth, which is fascinating. Just so you know. The tidal forces would tear you apart, and you get in the way, and I want to have fun. It would be hard enough on your own. But celestial mechanics wants it to. And not to rebuild it, or to use it to reseed Ares when we win. They'll finish what they started, turn it inside out into something horrible. They'll send that annoying hijacker to do it. I'm not letting you do that alone. You never let me do anything fun. It's not fun. This is serious. Then why are you always having so much fun? That's not the case whatsoever. I'm doing what needs to be done. Does doing what needs to be done refer to your mission assignments? Or that girl that you keep? The mission, I promise. I want to do something that needs to be done. You're very strong and very brave. But it's not a time I can just sit around and be protected. We're too desperate now. We need hope too. Pluto, but you can't do everything. Woo! Battle in physical space for the future. Battle in narrative space for each other. That's what we did before. But on the flip side, I I am so torn. Because I'm sitting here like, we did this narrative space for each other. We've seen that outcome. We kiss Saturn. Physical space for the future. Really wonder how that plays out. But celestial mechanics wins on that one, and I can't let the Lagrange colony be destroyed. So, narrative space it is. So we might skip through this one a little bit. Saturn rushes in because Pluto is ready for this kind of fight. This is not what I was expecting. Like, you're kidding, right? No, Pluto isn't joking. The farthest thing. Swirl of cosmic nebula dust that completely obscures the colony. Pluto's warm embrace is no punchline. Only insofar as it is true that Pluto is so strong it's funny. The colony no longer resembles Earth. Now it's a gas giant. Or maybe a star waiting to be born. Whatsoever the case. Even though it's certainly much too late to do anything about it, there's an invitation from inside. Just come try. You must think I'm really dumb. Or you must have a lot of faith in me, in case you're really dumb. Could be Saturn's perfect opportunity. If she plays her cards right, Pluto's putting everything she has, and more. She's attempting to move the colony. If Saturn can find her, she'll be helpless. Ha ha ha. And how am I supposed to do that? With you filling the whole universe. Your story is everywhere, pulling at everything. How am I supposed to compete with gravity so strong that even the narrative space-time is bending? Oh, hi, there, Saturn. Are you just passing through? Hi. Fancy meeting you here. How did you know it was me? Weird to find you in the middle of an inconceivable cosmic cloud only you could create. I know. What a coincidence. I've sort of been ordered to fire on anyone in it, though I think this might make things awkward if you try to get closer. You could at least pretend to be a little afraid of me. I am. Just a little. But even if I should be, I'm glad to see you. I hope that's not a lie. Or on either part. No, it isn't. I know you're dangerous. And very special. And you wouldn't be here if you couldn't stop me. Even if you're not quite ready for how hard that will be. I'm very impressed that you didn't decide to sneak up on me while I was thinking, though. It would have been a good chance. Oh, are you maybe having second thoughts? I was hoping I could convince you to destroy this place with me. You're impossible. It's adorable. You're incorrigible. I like it a lot, actually. I even envy it a little. Oh? Thank you. I was just being difficult. Which is very charming of me. But I was half serious, too. Nope, never. I was almost tempted, though. I don't know what your memories of this place are like. They're bad and good, right? Always a little worse than better. It's the same for me, but this place is still precious to me. It was a seed of life once, and maybe it can bloom again. So I'm going to protect it. Oh, that reminds me, what are you here for? Do you mind if I ask a personal question? What are you trying to do with it? I'm going to not destroy it. I hope you. That's what I was worried about. I really know when I'm beat, so I'll just be... Hey, stop right there. What? I was just trying to banter. You tried to shoot me. That's dangerous. I didn't. You were thinking about it. Of course! Well, she was. More like Saturn was trying to get a bead on Pluto. Sugar Pearl's title ripple through Pluto's nebulous cloud, hoping there's nothing it can find eventually. It's not like Pluto is hiding. She's just everywhere, and it's hard to tell where she ends or begins. Aren't you thinking about shooting me too? You're the one with the advantage on visibility. I'm just sitting here and I can't find you in that cloud. Oh. You're totally right. Dear super weapon of Cradle's Graces, are you actually a little naive? I gave you the benefit of the doubt. Was that wrong? Obviously? Sorry. I never learned to be on my guard. There's no need to be when I can tell what people are thinking, and nothing can touch me. If it really actually worked like that, you'd absolutely never trust anyone ever. No. I trust everyone. I can always trust people to do what they always do. You think you can trust someone to surprise you? You can trust them to do something you wouldn't even think of? It's when they surprise me that I'm the happiest of all. That's when I really feel we're not doomed. Set in stone, always making the same mistakes. I'm being stupid and following my heart, just like you. You're going to have to do better than shoot at me if you want to surprise me. There are other ways to fight. You're better at that than me. I think you can surprise me. Is that what you want? On Earth, our souls are weighed down by gravity. At the same time, gravity holds us together, tells us who we are. Good things and bad. The Earth's gravity is strong because it's all of us together. Forces that would be insignificant on their own are powerful enough to make a planet when we hold it together. That's why we are much stronger than Earth. Even the weakest human has the sacred light of the soul, its many powers, to forbid direct contact with the soul, to wield the arts and sciences in shaping existence, to be many and also one. In space, our gravity is weak. Without the constant pressure of tidal reactors, our souls would dissolve. The way that water at enough altitudes will evaporate off a pilot's tongue, without atmospheric pressure to remind it to be water. Stories bleed into each other easily. Our shapes don't hold steady. The fragility of the ships couldn't survive a moment on Earth. In space, there are things we could never do on Earth. With our heaviness, we can never be so tender. Okay, I get it. Let's pick up from earlier. But fighting a way only pilots can fight. And way only us, close to the edge of being human, can fight. That isn't fighting at all. Do you feel the same way, Pluto? You are listening, right? I was gonna tell you I don't have time to play today, but it sounds like you know I still want to anyway. That's gonna make it harder to convince you to leave me alone and let me do this. You were here to play, right? No convincing me. I could pick up on the subtext. Blame it on the wicked celestial mechanics pilot who bothered you and didn't let you get any work done. The thing is, it's fun. More fun than hacking. To bleed, corrode, seep into the mist, Saturn can feel every particle, and celestial physics that make them move. It's a swelling orchestration. Pluto is conducting something beautiful, something overwhelming. And the equations are hints and patterns to how Pluto thinks, to where she might be. It's simple to trace back. Easier than hacking too. Space is boring. Space is empty. Space is broken. Space will never give us everything we want. Space is a hope that what we want to make real might already be out there. Just reach out in space and time, and we can almost touch it. Space is just a means to an end, but for a moment, Saturn is overwhelmed with how beautiful even the boring, dead, empty space can be. Even just the way that dust moves around. That's when Saturn realizes she has lost. She went in to tear open the story, twisted around, and instead, she got so lost and happy in it. She didn't even notice the clouds swirling around her, the cosmic dust covering her, Pluto holding her tenderly. Pulled into the atmosphere of the colony, they orbit gently. Saturn has no need to fight. It doesn't even feel like she lost. It feels like she won something special. Okay, Saturn. Open your cockpit. Why? Because I trust you. Do you trust me? I do. Same way you trust me. No, I trust you way dumber than you trust me. You're so amazing, and so much more amazing because you believe in something like being human. You pour your everything into something that won't pay off. That makes me mad, but then sometimes I think it might work. Saturn's cockpit opens. Naked guts, exposed circuits. Chromacula's thumb presses against Saturn in the extended cockpit, exploring. Oh no. You're really hooked and good there. Why would you ever do such a thing to yourself? You'll have to answer, I understand. Your cheek feels human and soft. Oh wow. Suddenly I don't feel like moving the colony much. Maybe not destroyed any more than it was before will be good enough. Why am I doing this? I need to get back to my post. But you look so nice like this. I want to get closer. Is that okay? Aw. No, I guess I shouldn't. Wow, that's so... What a brazen move. Okay. Maybe you really win this time. Very cute. 62% Grail's Graces, no one else. Let's go comms. Hey, Pluto, can I ask you something? Clear up your sector first, and then we can talk. Already did. Really? Are you being honest with me? There's a few strugglers left, but they don't count. Wow. I'm actually impressed. Whatever. Driving back the ships was simple. They were totally easy. Then I'm not impressed anymore. Hey, why? You just said it was no big deal. It would have been patronizing if I was proud of you for doing something easy. You were impressed just a second ago. Empty praise is bad for you. Aw, don't sulk. I'm not sulking. It's hard to impress you. That's not true. You impress me a lot. When have I ever? You impress me by the way you tried way too hard to support girls like me when we were awkward, weird, annoying, and had no idea what we were. That's an embarrassing way to put it. You weren't those things. I was, and that's why I love you. It's cute when you're overprotective. Oh, speaking of, you impress me by the way you make girls mad at you. Mars. How is that a compliment? They don't get so mad if you don't make them care. You're so mean. I'm not joking. I mean, what I admire is the way you make it up after your mess up. You mess up a lot, but you say sorry a lot, and you mean it. After you're different, not everyone is like that. When you don't change, you still make them feel worth it. Still feels not great. You fight a lot, but it's never a war. You never scorch earth, and you always say you're sorry in the end. Not everyone can fight like that. You wanted to ask if we were too cavalier about the war the other day, but we really are the only one who keeps it so unserious. You're so serious about not making it serious. Ugh. Hello, Dr. Nix. Who? Pilot personal records? Mars resignation attempt. For your eyes only. Mars, we present this to you as a token of your hard work for Memorial Foundation existential safety. Your tireless work for Earth is recognized. The war is ending soon. Do I have to do another tour? The war is ending soon. With your help, don't you want to see it through? We could not have done this without you. You can end it fine without me. Your help would prevent us from having to worry. It would guide many more of the former comrades back home. How much longer? That's the part you're always cagey about. You don't need me, do you? Of course we need you. It's not what I want to hear. What do you want to hear? We are, as always, prepared to reward you. But you've never been satisfied. Is that what you want to say? What would you like? Just want to go home. If you truly did, you would not have been here in the first place. Ho ho ho! I already know what you want. As soon as you know too, we're ready to give it to you. Oh! Dr. Nick's assessment. Ooh, uh-oh. Memorial Foundation Executive Committee Annual Report. Field Commander, Europa. Dr. Nix was always a controversial figure. Her theories were attractive, but there had always been complaints that they had little biases in reality. Yet, by nature of challenging the nature of reality, her theories had a way of putting it that made you feel as if you were the compromised one. You, the one unable to see things objectively. Given that the nature of the universe is verifiably one that is defined by humans, it's easy to give these particular theories credence. Memorial Foundation, in particular, as the most successful post-war NGO, is dealing with existential threats cross-culturally and internationally, was obviously attracted to a possible proactive approach to the Cold War, rather than a reactive one. Humans are not yet human enough. An extremely arresting slogan. Truly, who is human enough? Especially the humans already know everything that is necessary to be human. We simply have failed to accurately and completely internalize it. Outside of gravity, that we will achieve true humanity. Rather than advocating a revolution of humanity through technology or biology, Dr. Nix believed that we simply had not created a culture sufficient for the full potential of humanity. In her view, humanity are perfect neurons in a jumbled circuit. By arranging correct human intelligence in a proper order, we could bypass the flaws in our universe. Her insistence on incorporation, rather than rejection, of existentially threatening elements was a foundational cause of her failure to attract mainstream acceptance of her theories. Dr. Nix decreed the narrow-minded individuals who let petty prejudice narrow their conception of what could or should count as human. While in her view, humanity should encompass all that is and all that is not. Others believe that the foundational division was crucial to the definition of humanity. That is, to be something means to not be other things. Hoo-hoo! I had a hard time reading that. I apologize on how much I've had to click around on this. I unfortunately don't think I can keep reading. I've been having a lot of trouble with reading lately, if you haven't noticed. And I think it's good to pause and say, thank you for being patient with me. I'm dyslexic. Very dyslexic. And so it's having a profound impact on my reading capabilities as of late. I know things are shorter because of it, but thank you for understanding. It really means a lot. Well, with that, I love you all. And you know what? Guess what? I'll see you next time. Bye!